Unbelievable. Just, but man, the day couldn't have ended on a better note. What's up, guys? This morning I'm headed back into the mountains to look for more montane rattlesnakes, especially my favorite rattlesnake in the state of Arizona, the banded rock rattlesnake. I've been able to find them a couple times before, and I just love them. They're small little snakes. They live high up in the mountains, and I hope I can show you guys some. They're really, really cool little rattlesnakes. I'm also going to be meeting up with a local herper, Michael Ruff. We're gonna see what we can turn up. Alright, so up here in the mountains again, different mountain range today, and checking along a lot of these rocky outcrops, looking for banded rock rattlesnakes and Arizona ridge-nosed rattlesnakes, other species that live up here too. All right, guys, so we've been hiking for a couple hours and we haven't seen a thing yet. Just a few small lizards, but nothing really to speak of. So we're trying out a new spot. Conditions aren't really that great. It'd be a lot better if it was overcast and a little more humid, but we're gonna give it a shot, see what we can find. All right, guys, so we just flipped a couple things and found this little Madrean alligator lizard. It's not a lifer for me. I have seen them before, but this is the biggest one I've seen. And pretty sweet little lizard. Was hoping to see another one of these guys. Really cool species.
Oh yeah, they're...
This is insane. So we were hiking for pretty much hours in pretty terrible conditions, looking for these snakes, and we decided to give up and go back to the car. And on the way out, in just a random little rock pile, first of all, we find this little Arizona ridge-nosed rattlesnake. Literally just heard a tiny little buzz and saw something scoot under a rock, and he was under there. Amazing little thing. And then about 3 feet from that little ridge-nosed rattlesnake was this banded rock rattlesnake. My #1 target of the trip. My favorite rattlesnake in Arizona. I cannot believe what Mike and I just witnessed. This guy was literally like 3 feet from the ridge nose and just scooted out of a rock as we were talking about the ridge nose. Unbelievable. Just, we're just pretty much in shock still finding these guys today. Unbelievable. All right, guys, here's another look at this little banded rock rattlesnake that we just found. This is a really, really cool species of rattlesnake. It's my favorite species in the state of Arizona. And they only live in mountainous areas. They are, I think, found generally above 4,000 feet in elevation. We're probably around 5,000 or 6,000 feet up right now. And this is just a fairly little guy. They get quite a bit bigger than this, but an absolutely beautiful example. Really clean pattern, high contrast. Such a beautiful snake. Just love it. Look at the pattern on the back of his head too. So cool. All right, here's a closer look at this Arizona ridge-nosed rattlesnake. Such a cool little snake with the markings on the face, look like war paint. In this mountain range, the banded rock rattlesnakes and the ridge-nosed rattlesnakes live pretty much at the same elevations in fairly similar habitats. In other ranges, there can be some partitioning, and these guys live higher up in elevation than the banded rocks do. But here you can, as we found, you can find them living right next to each other. Neat little broken pattern on its back there. Such a cool snake. I love these guys. They stay pretty small. This isn't a baby. This is a, what, a small adult, you'd say?
Yeah.
Yeah, small adult. And they don't get a lot bigger than this. They're not a big rattlesnake species, but always amazing to get up here into the mountains and find some of these sweet little snakes. This is the Arizona State reptile. Very cool. Gonna get some pictures of him and let him go on his way. Back into the habitat where he belongs. All right, heading back to climb under one of his rocks. See you later, buddy. Eat lots of lizards. All right, guys, that was an awesome morning. Even though it started out really slow, we ended up getting both of our targets for this range, and just totally awesome. I'm just headed over to some desert grassland habitat to target some of the species there. Some of the targets that I am interested in finding tonight are the desert Massasauga rattlesnake, a really threatened and unique species here in Arizona, as well as a desert king snake. There's also western diamondback rattlesnakes that have a really nice pink coloration there, which I'd love to see in photographs. So I'm going to get at it and see what I can find for the night. All right, it has been a super slow night out here. Wow, I was not expecting that. This is a prairie rattlesnake. Believe it or not, this is my lifer, prairie rattlesnake. I'm going to be hiking in some mountains in New Mexico tomorrow, and was heading out here tonight and forgot I was going to be in prairie rattlesnake range. So this is an awesome little lifer that I wasn't expecting to get. Man, that's awesome. Let's see if I can get some quick pictures of this guy. That'll get him off the road. All right, guys, here's one more look at this awesome little prairie rattlesnake that I just cruised. I'm still in shock that I got to see one tonight. Totally was not expecting it. Forgot that I'd be in their range, and what a pleasant surprise to an otherwise incredibly mind-numbingly slow night. This is actually the first snake I've seen after dark, and it was just super slow. But man, the day couldn't have ended on a better note. 2 montane rattlesnakes and a lifer prairie rattlesnake. Awesome day. I just cruised my second prairie rattlesnake of the night, and this one is huge compared to the last one. So much bigger. Wow. Great big head on that thing. Big old rattle too. I guess this is the place to find them. Crazy. So he got a little bit upset with me. Typical prairie rattlesnake from what I hear. Look at him stand up. Beautiful snakes. All right, buddy, you better get off the road.